Hola, amigos y amigas. Oh, I'm stoked, by the way, right now. It's been snowing since last night. I checked on the mountain where I'll be going tomorrow. So the season opens tomorrow. Tomorrow's first day. I'm going to be going to Snowmass. It's the biggest one out here in Aspen. And I checked on their cam. They're already at like 7-8 inches and it's still coming down. So I'm fucking pumped because it has not been snowing. It has been so slow leading up to the opener, and we're getting this storm. I think it's supposed to snow a little bit tomorrow, and then it's like sun for another week. I hope that forecast changes, because now I'm ready for the snow. So let me show you guys. So just pulled into work. I'm off today. I just need to pick up some stuff. So I work for Rafta, which is the bus company that services this area. So it's fucking beautiful. Snow fucking everywhere. I love it. But here goes me making a conscious effort to come on here and share myself, share just who I am, my experiences, and I don't really have anything I want to return, which is very important to me. I do not want to chase that dopamine which social media has everybody fucking hooked on. But my goal for just sharing my experiences and things that I've learned in life, it partially to maybe help somebody. Maybe I say some shit that resonates with somebody, but primarily it's because I'm not that comfortable doing this. I'm not comfortable seeing myself on camera. I don't even take selfies and shit. Like, I'm not into it, and I'm not comfortable public speaking to a large degree, even though I've done a lot of it. But anyways, I wanted to talk about anxiety and panic, because I have had quite a bit of experience with it, and it fucking sucks. My experience, my first, I don't even remember feeling anxiety before having my first panic attack. Like, I would have anxiety, of course, like about to go up in front of class and present something. Even in finance, so I went to school. My undergrad was in finance. I came out, I was a financial planner. Even then, I would get anxiety. So I would get anxiety, but it was, a natural fear, and then it would go away, and then I was mostly okay. Or at least that's how I remember it. I might have, had anxiety before my first panic attack, and I don't remember it, but I remember my first panic attack. I was in a meeting, so I was probably 22. I'm 37 now. At this time, I was probably 22, because it was right out of school, maybe a year or two as my second year as a financial planner, so 22 or 23, sitting with these clients, talking to them. I was going over like investment strategy, and I remember my breathing is what I remember tightening up. Like, it was harder for me to get air in as I was speaking. And normally, like, I could talk, I'm not thinking about my breath, and I'll just breathe, normally. But that day I became very conscious of my breath, and it was difficult. I almost don't even want to think about it, but fuck it. Like, I think it's good to think about scary shit. But I remember, shortening a breath, kind of difficult to catch my breath between sentences as I was trying to speak. I was focusing on that, trying to explain to the clients, and there was like a buzzing, like a zzz, kind of, that got louder and louder, and it just kind of like took over. That feeling like just took over me, and just like felt like paralyzed, and it was so fucking weird, because I was in a meeting, and I remember the dude, so it was a girlfriend, her boyfriend, who lived together, and I was meeting with them, and he was speaking to me, and I remember like all of a sudden, like it was like he was rapping, or it was so weird. Like there was a cadence all of a sudden to his speech, and like I was having like that. It was so weird, and I was like barely able to breathe, but they didn't notice, and I got out of there. I was like, oh, the only thing I could think of, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go bring my friend who's a senior advisor. He knows more about this, which wasn't true. I mean, he did know more, but it wasn't true that's why I was, obviously bringing him. And I went in and I grabbed my buddy Dennis, and explaining to him, like, he didn't know anything about it. I was like, hey man, yeah, like I can't fucking breathe. I just need you to come and finish this. Like, what? Fuck's wrong with you, dude? And then he came in and finished the meet. Okay. And then after that, I had fucking panic attacks for years, man. I had panic attacks for a while, and I had fucked up anxiety for such a long time. So that's from like 22, 23. I mean, I had fucked up anxiety, like, debilitating at times. I would say probably till 5.5 years ago. Like almost dated to like me leaving accounting, which almost 6 years ago now. Me leaving my CPA job. And then after that, kind of like going on this mission to like figure myself out, find myself. But so you're talking about, I'm 37 now, so till 31. So I had fucked up anxiety. That's the only way I can describe it, and panic for like the next 9 years, 8-9 years at least. And it was bad. Like when I would have bad anxiety, it was just a day-to-day thing. It was just like this. What I would experience a lot of times was that same panicky feeling, but to a lesser degree, just ongoing, same panicky breath, buzzing in the head, kind of having a difficult time, like grasping the moment, the reality, like just being there, like just feeling overwhelmed. And like, I mean, if you have felt panic, you know what it's like, and it's really difficult to explain, but it's the most fucked up thing. And I think it's probably similar for a lot of people, because over time I learned that it's normal. It's actually normal. It's my body's fight or flight response, right? Like it's my body is sensing danger because my thinking has put it there. And over time, the things that have helped me, and I'll try to share more over time, like how I've gone about how I lost it for like the last 6 years. But one of the biggest things was meditation. And all I would do, just close my eyes, sit there, and focus on breath, going in, coming out. Just focus on this. And maybe I could focus on 2 or 3 breaths. That's it. And then my mind would wander. And I might be gone for minutes. And then I would be like, oh yeah, the breath. And I would bring it back. And then it would happen again. I would wander, come back. That's all. And I think that is vipassana, what I do. Or no, that's transcendental meditation, is focus on an object within, I think. But yeah, I read a few books. I don't know shit about meditation, but that helps, because when you start feeling that anxiety, the thing that fucks you up, and it's been coming back recently, is that I'll allow myself go into the thoughts. Like, ooh, what is this feeling right here that I'm noticing? Oh shit, it's this. And then all of a sudden my body's like, oh fuck, you're in danger, and it's releasing chemicals, and then I'm up against it. And meditation really helps you not attach to every fucking thought, to kind of become a watcher of your thoughts over time. Meditation, doing what I love, man, that has changed my life drastically. And then doing the inner work to be more in alignment with my thoughts. I don't know where I got this thought, but I've always thought my anxiety was my thoughts and my thoughts, my words, and my actions not being in alignment. To me, that's what my anxiety is telling me to a certain degree. And health anxiety is weird, right? Like, what is out of alignment there? But what I've noticed is out of alignment is me not taking care of my body, not communicating with my body properly. I think that has to do with health anxiety, but you know, I can cover where I've been recently, how I'm coping with the anxiety popping up recently. But yeah, that's been my experience with anxiety, and I just wanted to share that. And I'll try to post more because I want to. I mentioned in the last video, I want to share more because of the health anxiety, I had a lot of thinking about death, and I'm scared of death and sickness. And one of the big takeaway was, eventually, death is coming, right? Like, however I deal with the fear, whatever, it's going to come, and it's fear. For me, it's a fear. It's not always like ever present, but sometimes it's worse than others. But the message I got during the anxiety from getting back to meditation, and by the way, like a fucking idiot, stopped meditating the last 3 months. Yeah, no reason. I was like, I'm not really getting much out of it, so I'm gonna stop doing it. And then boom, like the last couple weeks, even a month, just this anxiety all of a sudden that I haven't had for years. But shit, what was I just talking about? Yeah, the message from getting back to meditation. One of the messages has been, this is temporary, man. This life is a temporary experience. And for me, my biggest thing is just being myself, figuring out who I am, what I love, giving myself everything, loving myself. And I have a lot of work to do in that area, but I'm trying, and that's what this is. This is me, in a way, loving myself, expressing myself, just being honest and just putting myself out there, and not judging it, not judging myself. But that's where I'm at, folks. I'll try to share more about this shit. Please, I would love for this to be interactive. If you're out there, you've had experiences, you have any tips for me, you have any questions, feel free, hit me up. Thank you. Namaste.